Hello, everybody. Welcome to the class. Today, our class is Microsoft 365 Copilot training. I'm your instructor, Chad. Welcome to the class. Now, let's start. So, first, here is the agenda for today's class. We totally have 7 modules. The first module is Introduction to Microsoft 365 Copilot. The second is Copilot and Word. The third is Copilot Excel. The fourth is Copilot and PowerPoint. The fifth is Copilot and Chat. The sixth is Copilot and Teams. Now 7 is Outlook. So we totally have 7 modules. We'll go over how Copilot work with Microsoft 365 together. How Copilot will help you to work with Microsoft 365. Now let's start. So first, the first module is Introduction to Microsoft 365 Copilot. So everyone, today we're going to explore Microsoft 365 Copilot. It is an AI assistant built into Microsoft 365. So by the end of this session, you will know a very clear understanding what a Copilot is, how it works, the key component, and how Microsoft is approaching the using of AI responsibly. In other words, after this class, you will be able to understand Copilot, you'll be able to use Copilot to work with Microsoft 365. So first, what is Microsoft Copilot, 65 Copilot? Copilot is an AI assistant built into Microsoft 365 apps. I'm sure everybody knows what Microsoft 365 app is. It includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. So those tools, you pretty much use all of them every day, regardless of what you do. Okay. So Copilot will help you with those tools. Copilot will help you to work with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. Okay. But Copilot, only the information you're allowed to access. Okay, so Copilot will work with use your work content, but it can only work with the information you have access. Okay, so Copilot can help you to write, summarize, and find information, data analysis, and take care of routine tasks. So it'll definitely save your time, help you to work more efficiently, so you have more time for important work. Next is why it is useful. I list 5. First, can create content faster. Okay, so Copilot can definitely help you to draft like documents, emails, and slides. Okay, so you don't need to start from zero. We will go over all those applications, and I will give the demo in the class, and I will also give you labs to practice. Second, it understands the data quickly. It's more about Excel. So in Excel, Copilot will help to suggest formulas, find trends, and give easy summaries. Yeah. So before you have to take more effort to learn Excel. But now Copilot will make the Excel easier for you. Communicate more clearly. Here it's more about the Outlook and Teams. Copilot can summarize long emails or meetings. I can help you write better messages. 4, can find information easily. So Copilot is AI. So you can ask natural questions and search across organization files and data. So Copilot will help. It's very intelligent. Okay. So last is stay secure. So Copilot will help you work with Microsoft 365, but Copilot will follow the permissions and the security rules. So Copilot will help to secure the business. Okay. Any questions? Okay. No questions. We'll move forward to the next. The next is how does it work? So I also list three. So first, understand your inputs. Its prompts. It use LLM. It's called large language models to read what you read, ask, and generate helpful response. This class is the introduction to Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's more hands-on how we are able to use Copilot to work with Microsoft 365. But I want to give you some idea what is behind Copilot. It uses large language models. Yeah, it's not a part of this class, but if you want to dig more about the AI, about the Copilot, or even ChatGPT, you need to learn more about large language model. Okay, we will not cover large language model in this class. Okay, the first is you can use Microsoft 365 context. Okay, so through Microsoft Graphic, you will check emails, chats, and files. You already have access. So answers are relevant and secure. So we'll do a smarter search. Okay. So we'll help Copilot understand the meaning and the results get more accurate. So work inside app use. So Copilot is built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. So you can just stay there. You don't need to switch in tools. It's not like you have to open the Microsoft Office, and you also have to open another AI tools because Copilot is built into all those Microsoft Office 365 applications. Okay. So here we give you some general idea how Copilot works. If you want to dig more, you have to take a more advanced AI class, like machine learning, classes. But here we will talk more about hands-on class, how you're able to work with Microsoft Code 365 Copilot. Okay. So the next is core components of Copilot. Okay. So Copilot work with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. We talk about Copilot chat. So it will ask questions. It will use natural language, and Copilot will give you the answers. Okay. So Copilot search is like you code the Copilot to search across like emails, files, and data, and Microsoft Graphic. So provide the organization context. Yeah. Semantics indexing. So help Copilot understand the meaning, not just the keywords, large language models. It's AI engine that generates response. Okay. It's a theory. So responsible AI at Microsoft. So AI is very powerful. Okay. So Microsoft, it designs AIs. This Microsoft tools is Copilot. Definitely Copilot will follow ethics, security, and privacy. So Copilot only use data you have access, permission to access. So will definitely secure the business. So you are the Copilot just assistant. So you stay in control. Copilot is a tool. Okay. Microsoft provide guidance and resources to help organizations use Copilot responsibly. Okay. So Microsoft has documentations for Copilot. Okay. Things to keep in mind, and also the best practice. While powerful, there are some best practice tips. Always review and refine what the Copilot generates. So AI definitely assists, okay, but AI cannot fully replace human judgment. So you need to make your own judgment, okay, but AI definitely helps, but you need to make judgment. So ensure your prompts are clear. The better the better your input, the better the output from the copilot. Okay. You may use copilot as a partner. Okay, so you are still in control. And of course, every organization has policies for AI use. Okay, I've been working for schools, been working for companies. Different places are different, but everywhere, no matter which company it is, if they use AI, they have the policies. Okay. The last is encourage experimentation. You may try it for draft generation, summarization, search, but monitor how it fits your work. So in other words, you still have to be in control. You still have to be in charge. Yeah, you can use Copilot to do a lot of things, make work easier for you, but you still in charge. Okay. Next is requirements. Okay. So maybe you ask, okay, I like Microsoft Copilot, and I also like Microsoft 365. I like both of them. Okay. But in order to use Copilot and 365, there are some requirements. For this class, you need to have basic experiences with Microsoft 365 apps. For instance, you use Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You used all those applications before. And all those 5 lists are mandatory if you want to use Copilot with Microsoft 365. If you want to apply Copilot for Microsoft 365. First, you need to have a qualified 365 license. Not every 65 license is compatible with Copilot. Okay. The next is Copilot license. Okay. And the Microsoft Entra ID. Mailbox hosted in Exchange online for Outlook. And Microsoft OneDrive. Maybe you are confused. Okay, students, I know you are from different background, probably have no idea. Say, how can I control I'm not in charge of license where I work. Okay, I'm not setting up the Microsoft Entra ID, Mailbox, or OneDrive, but you need to talk to your IT to make sure you have qualified 365 license, Copilot license, Entra ID, Mailbox, and Microsoft OneDrive. You need to have all of them set up. Otherwise, you cannot use Copilot to work with your Microsoft 365 apps. Okay. You need to check with your IT. Okay. So before we move to the next section, next module, do you have any questions?